Greetings, Guardians. This is Olympus Alliance, and today we're diving deep into one of the most important comparisons in the current Hero Wars Alliance meta. Two magical assassins. Two backline destroyers. Two heroes who can erase an entire team with a single ultimate. But in completely different ways. We're talking about the Fox, spirit of the mystery faction, Satori. And the relentless eternity warlock, Iris. Both heroes represent peak magical pressure. Both can define your offensive line. Both can carry full guild war matches on their own. But the way they approach the battlefield, and the way you should build them, couldn't be more different. Today we'll break down their strengths, their preferred allies, which heroes they counter, which heroes counter them, and which one you should build first for your account. So let's begin. From the start, we look at a veteran, Satori, one of the original heroes of Hero Wars Alliance. For years he was known as the hero with more counters than victories, fragile, inconsistent, and easily shut down. But that Satori is gone. After his 2025 rework, he became one of the most dangerous energy-punishing heroes in Dominion. He now deals far more damage, applies far more threat, and forces your opponents to think very carefully before using any hero who generates bonus energy. And Guardians. That list is long. Folio? Polaris. Dante. Octavia. Tristan. Oya. Orion. All heroes dominating current royal defenses, all punished brutally by Satori's Foxfire marks. Every time an enemy gains bonus energy, they receive a Fox mark. And those marks sit on them like the sword of Damocles, waiting for Satori's Ravenous Pack to explode everything at once. He has become a ticking time bomb, one your opponent cannot ignore anymore. In guild training or royal battles, you can literally feel Satori dictating the pace of the fight. So who should you pair with him? Start with his own faction. The mystery heroes amplify his ability to spread Fox marks across the entire enemy team. Somna is especially devastating with him. Her position next to Satori and her ability to hit the entire enemy formation means every drowsy blessing activation triggers more and more marks. Rufus keeps him protected and healed. Lian controls the battlefield long enough for Satori to charge. Amira is crucial, one of the only supports who can shield Satori from his natural predator, Iris. Outside the mystery faction, the classics shine too. Astaroth resurrects him and disrupts backline energy. Tempus controls cooldowns and buys time for Satori's ult. Jorgen delays enemy energy gain and protects Satori from early burst. If you haven't tried experimenting with synergy in guild training, do it. Satori has become one of the most satisfying heroes to master. And now, let's talk about Iris. If Satori is a ticking time bomb, Iris is a razor blade in the dark, fast, surgical, and devastating. On her own, she arrives with high magic attack and her faithful familiar Bitey, who constantly lowers enemy magic defense and stretches the duration of every debuff. She is self-sufficient. She punishes everything. She never stops applying pressure. And this is before you consider her expanded skill set, the one that amplifies any debuff applied to enemies, the one that makes her immune to incoming debuffs, and the one that now cancels resurrection on anyone she steals a soul from. A mechanic that is absolutely brutal against Astaroth and other support-heavy lines. Her most common endgame ally core is the Eternity Dodge Pack. Octavia, Dante, Iris, Corvus, Morrigan. Debuffs, everywhere? Dodge feeding energy. Morrigan blocking resurrections. An unstoppable magical storm. Another extremely powerful package is Iris, Soleil, Tempus, Nebula. Soleil shreds defenses. Tempus extends every debuff. Nebula spikes magic attack. And Iris simply deletes. And here's a very important detail. Iris now has a magic creep skin, which means she can benefit from Hus and Oyos critical healing. This added sustain pushes her even further into the top tier of magical damage dealers. So what do Satori and Iris have in common? Both can erase a full enemy team with one ultimate. Both scale extremely well with debuffs. Both have become essential tools for countering the most popular defenses in the game. But they serve very different roles. Satori hunts bonus energy heroes. Iris hunts debuffed and low magic defense heroes. Their win conditions, their setups, and their battlefield control are completely different. And yes, Iris probably has slightly wider application in offense, especially because she can win matches almost alone with the right openings. But Satori's rework removed many of his weaknesses. He is now a legitimate defense hero, and an attack hero, something he hasn't been in years. Now let's talk counters. Starting with Iris. She has two brutal hard counters. 1. Corvus, his altar punishes her ticking damage and melts her extremely fast. Yes, Dorian can help her survive, but he creates too many other weaknesses to be safe in defense. 2. Octavia, Distortion of Fate summons a mirror that reflects Iris' own damage back at her. And trust me, Iris cannot survive her own damage. This is why you rarely see Iris on defense, one counter and the line collapses. Now Satori? Before his rework, he was almost never used on defense. Now. Completely different story. Yes, Julius used to be his hardest counter, wiping all fox marks when his shield breaks. But today? Folio and Polaris are in Julius' most common line. And both feed Satori bonus energy, making Julius less reliable than before. Iris remains a natural enemy to Satori, she burns him rapidly the moment he applies marks. If Satori is not protected by Amira, Rufus, Julius, Leanne, or Aiden, he will die. Phobos and Jorgen can stall his ultimate, but since they use energy manipulation, they risk receiving marks themselves and feeding Satori instead. Nebula and Celeste can cleanse marks on allies, soft counters, but effective with the right lineup. So Guardians. Who should you prioritize? If you need a universal weapon for multiple offensive counters, build Iris first. She is reliable, she hits incredibly hard, and she wins battles very quickly. If you want a hero who works on both attack and defense, especially in Royal League, build Satori first. His rework transformed him into a meta cornerstone. Both are essential. Both are powerful. Both deserve a place in your roster. The real question is, which playstyle do you prefer, the fox that punishes energy, or the warlock who burns the battlefield? Let me know in the comments, I always read everything. Stay tuned, stay sharp, and as always, salute and friendship.